And now, how European researchers are combating the problem of obesity in Futurus. It's a trip to the supermarket for the Debets family. Not so unusual, you may say, but this is not an ordinary supermarket. The food on the shelves is free. Labels list nutritional information only. The checkouts are manned by researchers and dietitians. The Debets, like other volunteer families, have been coming here once or twice a week as part of a research project into obesity. In 6 months, 34-year-old Petra Debets has lost 20 kilos.
This experience has been very important for us. We have lost weight and also we have learned how to choose the right foods. For example, I have never liked fruit, and before I seldom ate pieces of fruit, even though I knew it was important to do that. Now I know that I can drink juices instead, and that is okay too for a healthy diet.
All of the volunteers have been given guidelines to follow concerning fat, protein and carbohydrate. Computers track their intake to build a picture of the dietary factors that are important in losing weight and preventing obesity. Biologist Marleen van Baak.
We know that the problem of obesity has two sides. One is that people eat too much and eat the wrong things, and the other part is that they have too few exercise. So what we try to do in this study is to look at the food intake side and to help people to select more healthy foods that are better able to prevent weight gain.
The study is taking place at the University of Maastricht in the Netherlands. Here, excessive weight is considered a critical risk factor for European societies, where up to 40% are considered overweight and a further 10% obese. The equation is simple. Too much fast food, an unbalanced diet combined with little or no exercise result in unhealthy weight gain. It's a costly problem, accounting for 5% of total health costs in Europe. Students at Maastricht are not short of preventive suggestions.
And do sports is very important.
People should eat less and really look at what they eat. People should exercise more, not really physical exercise, but also walk half an hour a day or take the stairs instead of the elevator.
Most people are very aware of the problem, but it's a difficult problem, and people don't know what to do about it. It's clear that they have to change their behaviors, and change of behavior is really a very difficult thing to do. And therefore, I think we need also this type of research to be able to find ways to help people to make better choices.
Marleen van Baak is one of the 150 or so European scientists taking part in one of Europe's most ambitious research projects. It's called Diogenes. Around 1,500 volunteers from 14 countries are helping researchers integrate studies of dietary, genetic, physiological and psychological factors. They are asked to reveal the smallest details about their eating habits and daily activities. Even to lock themselves for 2 days in small hermetic chambers like this one to help researchers measure energy expenditure. Professor Saris considers overweight and obesity the main health risk Europe is currently facing.
We now know that if you are obese, extreme obese, you have a lot of other health problems. For instance, type 2 diabetes, so elderly diabetes, cardiovascular disease goes up again, and also related to joint problems in your knees, for instance, but also related to problems for working conditions. People who are very obese are not able anymore to do their job. In this big project we are looking for which factors are of importance, both on the side of the diet, so is it the proteins, is it the glycemic index or the carbohydrates, or is it the fat intake, and on the other hand, what are the different genes involved in this process.
The sciences of genomics and molecular biology have given researchers like Edwin Merriman new tools to gain insight into factors that control and prevent obesity. Merriman has been studying fat cells for 34 years. These cells produce proteins that send signals to various human organs. Obesity and overweight interfere with this process with alarming effects.
If you become obese and you have too much fat cells, then you get wrong levels of these factors in the blood, and then the signals to the various organs are disturbed. A lot of scientists believe that this is part of the development of, for instance, diabetes in obese people. We are going to see how the level of these factors is changed when people be put on a lower caloric diet.
Here in Aberdeen, Scotland, bad eating habits are proving hard to change. Researchers believe that an effective solution to weight problems lies in following active daily lives. 56-year-old lab technician Ian Benzie wears an electronic device that monitors his movements. He may not look it, but according to his body mass index, he is considered clinically overweight. The device is connected to 5 different sensors on the body. Every second of the day, it knows whether Ian Benzie is sitting or standing, walking or running, going up and down stairs, even which side he's lying on when asleep. A total of 40 different activities. It's another research thread, part of the Diogenes project.
It's helped me to understand more about my body as I'm getting older, and it's given me a healthier lifestyle, a bit more exercise, so it keeps me in trim and stops me getting too fat and lazy.
Every few days, Ian visits researcher Stephen Wybrow in Aberdeen's Rowett Institute.
So you've got the idea fitted? Yep.
Data collected from his monitor is analysed and then compared with similar research gathered on sporting activities like cycling. Initial results suggest that overweight may be better prevented through daily activity rather than through intense sports.
What we believe is that although running marathons or cycling or so forth or mountain climbing will be very effective for some people, for other people it's less effective, and other people may be better off just being more active throughout the day. I mean, the common one is walking 10,000 steps a day or climbing the stairs rather than taking the lift or the elevator. And what we want to do is actually put numbers on how effective these activities are at keeping weight off.
With 30 partners from 15 European countries, the Diogenes project seeks to find a solution to an epidemic that could prove to be as dangerous as any yet seen.